Hi everyone, I'm Kevin, the co-founder and CEO of Pathrise, and we help students and people re-entering the workforce land the best job possible. So, the problem that we are tackling in the first place is that new grads aren't taught how to effectively land a good job. What I mean by that is if you compare the way that we look for a job today to the way that a company approaches any other funnel management problem, so like let's say growth, sales, or recruiting, what you realize is that the job search is a very poorly managed, poorly optimized funnel management problem. If you look at growth marketing, for example, a company is going to break it down into a dozen of channels like SEO, paid marketing, direct marketing, and for each of those channels, they'll run dozens of experiments and annualize each little piece of data as granularly as possible. If you look at the job search, what people do is they tell people that their resume should be one page, and that's basically all. And University Career Services are doing the best they can, but at an average ratio of, I think, one counselor to about 3,000 students on university campuses, it's a little bit hard to give a personalized service. So what we do is we provide an online career coaching program that teaches new grads how to land the best job possible. And the way that we do that is we give them a 1 month long online core curriculum followed by a support system that lasts as long as they get a job until they get a job with a combination of one-on-one, small group, and general lecture sessions all combined with an online course sort of platform, teaching them everything from networking to interviewing to negotiation until they get the best job possible. So our business model is that none of our students pay us anything up front. Turns out job seekers don't have a lot of capital at hand, and we want to make sure that the program is accessible. So instead, our students pay us 9% of 1 year of their salary only after they've already been placed. And so the interesting thing that actually happens is that we get our students extraordinary jobs. So average salary coming out of our program is about 100K plus. And generally, the salary lift that we're providing through negotiation alone is something like 5 to 20%. So that basically pays for the program in and of itself, but we're 3xing interview scores, we're 2 to 4xing response rates on initial applications. Sort of the systematic approach that we take to career coaching really just provides actual outcomes, which is a little bit of a contrast to the emotional support, more impractical career coaching that has been industry standard up until now. So students go on to really amazing companies, Facebook, Google, Yelp, so on, blah, blah, blah. So revenue per month. Our revenue is actually significantly deferred because we make the program completely free upfront. Despite that, revenue per month is growing quite rapidly, about 15% month over month. But even more impressive, I would say, is our bookings each quarter, or basically the income share value of the students that we bring on. Because each of our students basically gets 100K plus salary, every student that enrolls in the program is 9K in revenue plus. That's a lot that we can invest back into the students, a lot that we can invest back into growth and development of job search curriculum. So last quarter, we booked about 1.8 million worth of students, and that's growing 45% quarter over quarter. Total market that we're targeting here, about 3 million new grads, 50K average salary, which we're using this number for this market sizing, but as a reminder, that's half of the average salary that our students get today. A 9% income share, that's about a $14 billion total addressable market. Team that we've gathered, about 22 people now, really extraordinarily talented people that I'm really grateful to get a chance to work with. Top engineers, recruiters, so on and so forth, from Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Yelp, founders from Y Combinator, 500 startups. We're really approaching this with the bringing together, I think, a lot of people that, a lot of talent and a lot of resourcing that's not commonly devoted to a problem like career coaching in your job search, and having them think 100% about the candidate experience and how to improve the experience and the outcomes of job seekers and especially new grads. So in summary, Pathrise is an online career coaching program. We are currently collecting about 80K in revenue each month, and that's growing about 15% month over month. And as a reminder, that's significantly deferred. It's like about a year and a half behind our actual sort of traction because of the income share nature of our business model. So a better representation of our current traction is that we booked about we had about 1.8 million in bookings last quarter, and that's growing 45% quarter over quarter, targeting an overall $14.4 billion total addressable market. And it's important to note here, even though I forgot to put it on the slides, that our program is especially valuable, I'd say, for the types of people that missed out on the 20 years of environmental learning and privilege that they may have had they been born in the right family or joined the right fraternity or sorority or student organization. I think PathRise is especially impactful because of how it can help the students that belong to underrepresented communities and don't get access to that sort of material or knowledge sort of through the systems or through the things that they have available. And we're basically able to address that problem with an actual engine. Thanks.